Right, we'll kick things off. Kia ora, hello and welcome to another Future Skills Academy webinar. And today we're going to be talking about our business intelligence course offerings. My name is Rob McClay and I'll be your host today. We'll be joined by Future Skills Academy Head of Department, Dr. Farhad Mehdipour, who will talk you through our business intelligence and data analytics course. Relationship Manager Kavi Suadal will also be on hand to answer any questions you might have about the enrolment process. Please feel free to type in any questions you have for Kavi or Farhad in the chat box anytime throughout the webinar. So before we get into things, I'll give you a quick overview of what we'll be teaching in today's session. So what is Future Skills Academy? Well, we've been operating since 2001. We're a leading Category 1 training provider with campuses in Manukau and Royal Oak. We also have an international campus in partnership with Otago Polytechnic in Auckland CBD with programs ranging from diplomas to masters. Our program offerings include health, IT, construction, and early childhood. So today we've got Farhad Mehdipour. Farhad is an educator and R&D expert with over 20 years experience and significant achievements in trending areas of information technology, including Internet of Things, AI, data analytics, cybersecurity, and cloud computing. He has participated in several industrial multidisciplinary projects in different countries, including Japan and New Zealand. He is currently Head of Department, Information Technology and Principal Lecturer at Otago Polytechnic, Auckland International Campus and Future Skills Academy. We've also got Kavi Suadal, who's a Relationship Manager. He'll be on hand during the webinar to answer any questions you might have around the enrolment process. Kavi has more than 13 years experience in sales and marketing in the United Kingdom, South Africa and New Zealand. He is passionate about helping students make informed decisions about their intended career paths and giving learners the best chance to succeed in their studies and their lives. So, welcome Kavi and Farhad. Great to have you on today's webinar. Let's crack into it. So, Kavi, how's your tech going? Are you ready to go? Oh, we still got your audio issues. Oh, that's right. What we'll do is we will crack on to, we'll start with Farhad. Kavi had some audio issues today, so he'll no doubt be in the background listening and answering any questions you may have. So Farhad, tell me a bit more about yourself. I understand you're a bit of an IT whiz.
Yes, thank you so much, Rob, for this opportunity to talk about myself and our programs at Future Skills Academy on business intelligence and data analytics. Just a little bit introduction about myself. If I can share my screen, can you see my screen?
Yep, something's popping up. All good, perfect.
Yeah, so I've got all my degrees and qualifications in information technology and computer science, including my bachelor's, a master's, and PhD. My experiences actually linked with both industry and academia for more than 20 years. The Future Skills Academy, I've been looking after the IT programs and micro-credentials that we have recently developed. We have started delivering this program since last year, and we have very good success stories during this short time. A little bit more about myself. I'm married with 2 children. I'm living in Auckland for the last 7 years. And in my past life, I've spent 11 years in Japan, working with major companies on multidisciplinary projects. I'm trying to actually use my experience in New Zealand to develop new programs, new courses, and help the learners and students to learn more about these disciplines. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, Rob.
Yeah, thanks for the intro, Farhad. So who teaches the courses that are running through Future Skills Academy? Is it you, or do you have a team that help out?
Yeah, I can share my screen again with some information about our team and the people who are involved in the delivery of the course. Can you see my slides now, or?
Yep, see your slides.
Yeah, so because, yeah. So basically, we have a group of people who are helping me with the delivery of the micro credentials, and we have people who are experts in academia. My colleague Ganeshan, who is a very experienced educator with more than 30 years experience in different countries. He's helping with the delivery of the courses like software development and parts of BI. My colleague Waruni, who is helping with the delivery of some of BI courses. We have also like people who are expert in their field, like Hamid, who is coming from New Zealand Post, who is a data scientist and a digital transformation lead in a New Zealand Post, and like Microsoft MVPs like Indra and Leila, who are the leaders in their field, and they're running the largest meetups and events in New Zealand in the area of business intelligence and data analytics. We have also a group of people who are like joining us in the delivery of the courses with different sort of experiences. And we involve these experts and professionals based on their expertise in different parts of the course and delivery. They might help with the delivery of the topic, so they might help with the mentorship and supervision of the courses.
It sounds like that we've got quite an array of experienced lecturers and instructors teaching students. So it sounds like there's plenty of experience here for teaching students. So what, moving on from them, what topics and technologies are usually covered in these courses? Can you name a few that you'll be teaching?
Yeah, so I think this is really important information for the people who are interested in the BI and data analytics course, micro credentials. So basically, we have 3 micro credentials, each 30 credits. The first one is at level 6, and the 2 others are at level 7. For the first course, basically, we cover basics of data analytics and business intelligence. We started with Microsoft Excel, Power Query, and Power Pivot and some other tools integrated into Excel. Excel is quite different from what we have seen like 10 years or 20 years ago. So nowadays we have Excel with lots of different functionalities. So we can do a lot with Excel. The first course is basically using Excel as the main tool. However, it might involve some other integrated tools to Excel as well. So in the second course, which is covering slightly different topics, but again, aligned with the data life cycle, which is the main thing that we are referring to in conducting a data analytics project, we involve some other tools like the Power BI, and also we work with the databases, and we cover SQL or SQL for data acquisition and for retrieving data from the databases. We involve some other tools for visualization, for reporting and data warehousing as well, and also statistical inference, which is important part of the data analytics. And again, we involve Excel in this course for this purpose. And this course doesn't involve any sort of coding, just a little bit of scripting using SQL and some other tools which involve actually in data warehousing part of the course. And then the last course, which is a bit more advanced, it's for building more advanced models and techniques to be able to analyze data and gain insights from data. We use Python. However, there's flexibility to use some other tools and languages like R, which is very common within industry. And we have all the machine learning tools and technologies available in this course. We cover quite a lot about machine learning. That's the major difference between this course and other courses. Also cloud-based services, and we typically use Azure-based data analytics. However, there are some other technologies available on the cloud, and we are quite flexible about it. and students can choose the technology that they want to learn. However, we have kind of baseline for this course in terms of technologies and the tools.
So I'm just looking at, so I've got some questions here for you. What types of jobs can once students have done these courses, what sort of jobs could they potentially go into? And would they get an increase in say salary, or would they be able to go into management level, or what are the benefits of doing these particular courses? Why would a student do these courses? Can you explain more?
Yeah, thanks for this question, Rob. I think this is very encouraging to see what kind of jobs are available for people, and it's important to know that these are very demanding areas in the information technology, and different sectors. Obviously, like in many companies, like different companies, either it's IT company or like non-IT companies, people need experts who are able to handle and manage and analyze data. So it might be a retail business, it might be finance, it might be healthcare organization, or other areas. So depending on the type of the course that students complete, they can apply for different sort of jobs, but we normally recommend at least 2 micro-credentials to be able to get confident. The first one gives some level of confidence to the to students. So they might still be able to apply for junior sort of roles. So for that sort of role, I think it could be just like junior data analyst or junior data engineer. So you can see in seek.com, there are many jobs available. If you just put the keyword data and search and seek, so you can see there are lots of jobs available in different levels, and there are graduate roles, and maybe they are not advertised in SIG, but there are some other roles like graduate roles for junior level sort of opportunities. But I would say by completing the second course, students will be more confident and they can apply for probably intermediate level of the roles in data analysis, business intelligence areas. The third course, I would say this is giving a lot of flexibility in terms of involving different technologies. So we can basically apply advanced techniques, and there's possibility to use coding, Python, R, to build more advanced models and data products. So I would say there would be more opportunities for the people who can complete the third micro-credential. Yeah, if you look at these jobs available here, they're usually highly paid. And if you climb up the ladder, you would be able to
I do have a question for you, Farhad. Let's just say I am coming from, say, I'm a school teacher. I'm a maths high school teacher, and if I did one of your programs, could that help me to possibly find work in these areas?
Yes, definitely. I think for the people who are not really into IT and these areas, these disciplines, one of the ways to get into this area is to complete these sort of short courses. Obviously, for the people who have got some background knowledge and skills in the area, it would be very helpful, and that would be probably more kind of a faster sort of transition into the discipline. But it still is possible for people who are who do not have any background skills in the area of business and intelligence and data analytics. So with these courses, there's learning about the basics in the first course that's providing smooth transition into the program. So they would be still able to get confidence to some extent to learn more and look for the opportunities in the field. Yeah.
It's quite applicable to different industries as well. I think that's quite important. Yeah, so it's, for example, if you're working within construction, it's any sort of industry that's working with data, be it the construction industry, be it a business enterprise that's looking at call center operations, for example, that's working with large databases, in a sales function as well, where you're working with large amounts of data. It's quite adaptable to multiple industries. So it's about giving you some sort of edge in using cutting edge tools by using the data to apply these things in your real work setting. And Farhad, I'm sure you've seen many of your students come from diverse industries, all into the same classroom, be able to apply it into different settings. Yeah, I remember one of the success stories on a related program, the software development program, was someone who built an app for a real estate company. So it was applicable to that industry. Somebody else was able to develop an app that found online scammers. So yeah, it is quite adaptable to different industries as well. That's the beauty of the program.
You've obviously spoken with a lot of students who've, before they've come onto the program and have gone through and have completed the program and moved on. And so can you tell us any sort of success stories there, Kavi? May have someone in mind, possibly?
Yeah, there's a few on our website. So Felicia is one of them who's just eager to go on to the next one, on the software development space. But there's a few captured into our website. Our CSI is another one that's covered. So if you head onto our website into news and events, there's a whole host of stories about different students and how the program have benefited them in their normal industries, as well as students that have taken steps into industry after completing our program.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to send that to people who've registered to the webinar with those success stories, so you can see, sort of visualize yourself after you've done the courses. Yeah, so Kavi, moving on to you. Thanks for joining us, by the way. You get your audio sorted out.
Yeah.
I understand that there may be some help with fees. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so one of the big challenges that we face this year, especially in the current climate, economic climate, is that fees have become somewhat of a barrier for many students. So last year, the program was fully covered by the Targeted Training and Apprenticeship Fund, which was a government initiative to upskill and retrain in the period of COVID. As we led that recovery post-COVID era. That has expired at the end of last year, which meant that heading into this year, most of our programs were now fee-paying, and that became somewhat of a challenge and barrier to many of our students. Seeing that there is a dire need for graduates within this area and skilled trainees in this area, we've been able to secure a whole host of scholarships that we've been able to offer our programs, and especially in this space. So if fees are a barrier, if you're currently sharing screen, yes, if you go onto students, Rob, onto our website, so
yep.
Students, it's at the bottom right, and just hover over the tab.
Whereabouts?
Sorry, so if you go back to where you click students, just hover over the students tab, yep, and you'll see a bright future scholarships, just 3 from the bottom.
Oh, here we go. Easy as. Look at me, I should get a scholarship.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, if you go onto our website, you can read up on how to apply for these scholarships. There's various criteria around our scholarships, but if fees are a challenge, and you're not eligible for fees-free study. So fees-free is also applicable for this if you've not yet claimed a year-free tertiary studies as a New Zealand permanent resident or citizen. You're able to apply for some of these other scholarships.
I see a deadline there. Okay, yeah, so you have to get in quick, eh?
Yeah. So there's a pool of cash available. So we would encourage students to apply as soon as possible to get their foot in the door as such, and stake claim to these scholarships that are available. And once that pool's used up, we may have to stop the funding, unfortunately. So yeah, get in now. We're providing the opportunity for those that are keen and interested and want to join the program, but just cannot afford the fee aligned to it. Tell us why you think this program will make a difference in your life, as why you can't foot the bill for the fees, and we'd be able to look at some scholarship opportunities.
Now, something that we haven't really brought up is delivery mode. Is it face-to-face? Is it online? Can you explain more about that?
Sure. While Farhad is on mute, I can carry on with this.
Yeah.
So it's basically delivered online. And the beauty of it is that you can join from anywhere in the country. So our team, it does get a little tricky with a hybrid mode where you have some in person, because some people do prefer in-class setups. Most of our students have been quite comfortable online. We've also arranged a few block courses in past cohorts where students have come together in a face-to-face mode. So if you're looking for support in a face-to-face front, we can offer that to you at our Auckland International campus. However, all of these services are still available online as well. And most of these classes are generally delivered online though. Farhad, I'll leave you to elaborate.
Yeah, thanks, Kavi. Just a little bit of information about our typical audience and students who have participated in our programs last year. I can say the age range was between 20 to around 70. We had very successful graduates around in their 60s, I think, with great achievements. And it was really fascinating to see how enthusiastic these people are about learning new skills. We had like a teacher, for example, who was coming to upscale and learn more about like data analytics because it is kind of helping them to teaching like wider spectrum like in high school to students.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely think the secondary school
Yeah.
teacher area would definitely benefit from something like this. Kavi, you might want to make a note there. I don't know if you have or not. Because my wife is a maths high school teacher, and she's looking to obviously learn more about this stuff. So that's why I did bring it up. It's quite interesting. Sorry, Farhad. I just found it interesting.
Yeah, I think it was like for different reasons, for upskilling, for shifting into IT, business intelligence. We had like people with no knowledge about this field, and but I can say like one of our graduates could secure a job after completing 2 courses. And he got 2 job offers just immediately.
And what was that graduate doing beforehand? Were they in the IT industry, or were they sort of, what were they doing as a job?
He was like into education and tourism mostly.
Okay, that's interesting.
It was fresh, new, like in the like BI field.
Not that we're trying to pull teachers away from secondary, because obviously we're running out of teachers. But I just find it interesting that it doesn't matter what industry you're in and what you're doing. If you've got a fascination and interest in these particular courses, jump in there and give it a shot. You just never know where it's going to take you. If you do complete it, you may get a job that pays 20%, 30% more. You just never know. Is that right, Kavi?
That's it. Yeah. So the investment is quite minimal. The investment is just your time. And what you get behind it is the qualification and the opportunities into a new space. Many of these jobs are also very, well, I spoke to one of my mates a few weeks back who was a software developer at Xero, and he basically works from home. So these sort of fields, the related field of software development and also business intelligence, lends itself from working remotely. You can work across countries, you can work across time zones, and that's the beauty of this. As long as you have, it's not something tangible and physical like a machine operator where you've got to be there to push a button.
So what you're saying, Kavi, is that I could rent out a motorhome and just travel around New Zealand, travel to all the beautiful places we've got, and work remotely and do some IT work. Is that what you're saying?
Well, this career path generally lends itself to that space as well. So
my head's going, well, why am I should be on my camper van as well. Great.
There's another interesting example, Rob, was like about the students who were like professionals with great experience in their field, but they wanted to learn about this because they wanted to, for their side business and for doing some projects for their organization. So they wanted to upskill and learn something new so they can explore new horizons,
Do you have one example of a project that they've worked on? Kavi's mentioned a couple, but do you have one that's quite interesting that you can remember?
Yeah, one of the examples was about opening a new franchise for a business. And one of the students who was in the I think 50s, she had a great experience in their field. And they wanted to explore, based on the data available in New Zealand, what's the best location to open a new franchise, because it's quite, important to allocate the resources and start a new business, a new location, but it should be done very wisely, considering all the information that we get from different sources.
Yeah, that's a fantastic example. Yeah, thanks for that. Right, so we'll move on a little bit more. I think we've got a few more questions left. Kavi, what type of support do you offer the students around the courses?
Sure. So as an education provider, we're well equipped in terms of student support. This program is delivered by the team at the Auckland International Campus, which is in partnership with Otago Polytechnic. And we have dedicated student success teams at Future Skills, as well as Otago Polytechnic that help our students get through it. Some may be entering the classroom via digital space after many years. Some may be doing reskilling and retraining after a long time. So we understand that there's a lot of anxiety that comes with this at times. It's a bit of overwhelmingness, but we're here to support and hold your hand through this. We've also found that students find it quite challenging to juggle a full-time job, part-time study, and final commitments. So we do have specialized support staff in terms of pastoral care officers that are able, just someone to talk to help you, guide you through this journey. In addition, academic support in terms of your projects, your assessments, and what you're submitting. I think this program is a bit more practical in what you produce as your project, and takes a lot of time to go through it. So I think our lecturers are a big point of that, as well as the support team that are industry experts that are here to guide you through this journey. And that's a little bit about the difference of Future Skills, is that you're not just a number and you never will be. You're a person, you're a Tom, you're a Pam, you're a specific person that's quite important to us. So it's not a program where you're necessarily going to get lost in the crowd or hidden behind a screen. We're here to help you on this journey, and it's in our best interest to help our students succeed. So we have the staff and capacity around it to help students through this journey.
Yeah, that's
Can I add to this, Rob?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Clay.
In terms of the delivery, we have this like sessions like happening 2 times a week for the part-time delivery in the evenings. We have also peer tutor support on Saturdays or other days if, for example, someone is really busy with their job and other commitments. They can book an appointment with our peer tutor or lecturers and facilitators to get one-to-one support. And our courses are basically project-based. In terms of the assessments, because it's an NZQA qualification, there should be an assessment completed, and that's a project. So you start from week 5 till the end, like week 20, and full-time delivery from week 3 to week 10. So you complete a project and you get full support throughout the project, like step by step.
Yeah, that sounds like really great support, especially if you are working full-time or even if you've probably haven't studied for a while. Having that support in the background definitely sets Future Skills Academy apart from other providers, I would think. All right, so we're going to be wrapping it up now. We've hit our 30-minute mark. I'm sure there's plenty of more stuff that Kavi and Farhad would like to talk about. So you can always touch base them directly. We'll be sending out an email with all the relevant contact information. Just to recap though, that scholarship, it is a limited time scholarship offer, so you do need to get in quick before they do get snapped up. You do obviously have to provide some information. So if you do need that scholarship, please do let us know as soon as possible. And we're going to, Kavi, got another hand up there, maybe?
Yeah, just to round up, the program is quite applicable to individual students that are looking to upskill themselves, but also employers. So the beauty about the program is that we can talk about flexibility, we can talk about duration time. So if someone is looking to complete a program in 10 weeks, for example, with a group of people at a specific workplace, we can come to you and deliver the program, or we can set aside a timetable that's specific to you. So it's applicable to employers who want to upskill their staff. So if there's professional development opportunities, or if there's anybody from HR or people in development, as they're now called, to help develop staff within a company, we're happy to deliver directly to these providers as well. And in the background, if there's individual students that want to upskill themselves to get an edge in their career, then they can align to our set intakes that we currently have. So it's a twofold approach. It's applicable to both employees and employers, based on whether you're looking to upskill and build efficiency within your workforce or whether you're looking to upskill yourself.
Perfect. Thanks, Kavi, for wrapping that one up. Right, so we're going to finish this up now. So if you've got any questions, feel free to put them into the chat box and we can answer them for you. And but if you did miss out on today's webinar, once again, the email will come out with the recording of this and also contact information for both Kavi and his team and Farhad and his team. If you have any further questions, you can reach out to them. So once again, thank you, Farhad. Thank you, Kavi, for joining us today. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to see you very soon. And I'm probably going to be signing up next week. All right. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you,
Have a
Rob.
great day. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Farhad.
Cheers, people.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.